Untreated could lead to more serious issues like suicidal thoughts. Whether you are a teacher, a parent, or a friend, the first step is recognizing these warning signs. And here to help us with that is clinical psychologist Dr. Erika Felix. And there is so much to get to, but first, welcome on this holiday week. Thank you so much for being here. I want to start with addressing teen suicide. We just saw the piece Ryan just did, and 4 young people killed themselves, including a 10-year-old child. What gives? Why is this happening?
I think there's a lot more stress in our society, and there's a lot of pressure on kids to try to perform, get good grades. There can be bullying and cyberbullying at school that can compound it. If they don't feel comfortable at school, then where can they feel comfortable? And so I think there's just a lot going on that keeps adding up. We've also, as a community, undergone a lot of traumas recently with the borderline and the wildfires. And so kids are under a lot of stress, and it plays out in depression.
One reason we wanted you to come at this time of year is because people who have children in college, the kids are coming home. And even if not, even if they're just in high school or junior high, this is a time when you can really do sort of a wellness check.
Yes.
You know, scan your child for their mental health. Tell us what we should be looking for and how to engage your child, even if it's a 20-year-old who's coming home from college, to check on their level of stress and how they're coping.
Yes, so college kids coming home, they might have been feeling stressed from finals, and this is a time where they can kind of start relaxing. What you want to look for is just withdrawal, change in emotions or behaviors from how they were previously doing. Increase in substance use or abuse, that would be a warning sign. Isolating from friends and family. Impairments in their ability to have good relationships or that are affecting their ability to succeed in school or in work life. Things like that.
And grades, too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Grades, too. I mean, I feel like the kids put so much pressure on themselves about their grades, and they're trying to grapple with time management this first semester.
Yes.
Do they need to give themselves a break, and do you need to let them do that?
For sure. I hear that all the time as a licensed psychologist who's also a professor and an undergraduate advisor. We often send these messages that you have to get a 4.0 GPA and be a global humanitarian just to get into college. And I like to try to send a different message, that our society has lots of ways that they give us breaks on this. You don't have to be perfect at everything. You don't have to know what you want to do with the rest of your life between 16 and 22. And sometimes just hearing that message helps. And then I try to encourage students to return, now that they're on break, to the healthy habits that they had before, to make sure that they're getting enough sleep, because that goes away when they're cramming for finals, making sure they're exercising regularly, eating healthy, doing things that they enjoy, spending time with family and friends. Those are the building blocks of wellness that we want them to return to, and then try to think of ways to maintain when they're back at school, when the pressure's back on, because that'll help us weather times of stress.
I think permission is so much a part of it, like Lisa was saying, like just giving your child the permission and letting them know it's okay if you're not perfect, it's okay,
yes.
You can talk to us. So what's something that, you know, kids are home during the holidays. As Lisa said, it's a time to kind of scan your kid and check in. What are some things that parents can do if they're feeling like something is not right? How do they engage in a conversation? How do you open that up so that your child feels comfortable to disclose to you?
Yeah, I would just start by saying, how are you doing? And just having the conversation. How's school going? How are things with your friends? And see what they bring up. And then if you notice changes in behavior, you want to just bring that up and check in and see where they're at. There's a lot of resources for college kids, too. Like when they go back to school, all universities and colleges have a college counseling center that have not only therapy and counseling sessions, but workshops on time management, stress management, managing alcohol use, things like that that are very useful.
And sometimes there's other family members who might be able to do the trick, you know, an aunt or an